I didn't know she was that mentally strong. Because I know she's not very physically strong, but she's very mentally strong. And she didn't even cry the whole time.
So I found out when I was 9. It's called primary sclerosing cholangitis.
She was having stomach trouble, and so they tested her for Crohn's disease. I have a history of Crohn's as well as the same liver disease that Erin has. So they went ahead and tested for the liver disease, and they found that she had it as well. So, but it wasn't an issue for years, and it wasn't until she was 14 when they did some MRIs and some things, and they found that things had progressed a lot, to say the least. So, and then they also proceeded to tell us at that time that she would need a transplant.
From when I was told I needed the transplant, it was about 2 years later that I got the transplant. So they were pretty slow from when I was like 14 to 15. Not really much happened. And then when about a year before I got the transplant, things progressed pretty quickly, and I was put on the oxygen. And, at first, like when I was 9, it didn't affect it at all. I didn't even notice. I was given a few medicines, but I mean, other than that, I never really thought about it. And then when I was 15, I began to get sicker. I was diagnosed with hepatopulmonary syndrome, so that's when I was put on the oxygen. And then I started to get the infections when I was like 16 in my liver, so I was in the hospital for weeks at a time. And then in January I got a call, and I went down to Pitt, and everything seemed pretty normal. Like they said that I was going to get the transplant, but that didn't end up working. So I was sent home, and then I was in the Rochester Children's Hospital at Golisano. And then on March 13th, it was like March 11th, I got the call, and I went back to Pitt's Children's Hospital. And then on the 13th, I went into surgery.
But once it happened, we were so excited. I mean, you realize what a gift it is to get an organ. And Erin had been so sick, we knew it was the only thing that could get it better. I mean, this is a girl who was, again, not just sick from the liver, but she was living on oxygen at 16 years old. So it was really exciting.
So during surgery, I felt like something that motivated me, I wanted to be back for prom. It was like my biggest thing. I just wanted to be home. So that's what I constantly told the doctors, like, as long as you can get me home for prom, I don't care if I have to come back after. So I was able to come home for that.
I mean, that was kind of a true motivation point for her. Like, there were days OT and PT would come in and her eyes would just roll at me, and I'd be like, do you want me to tell him to go? And she's like, no, I have to get up, I gotta do this, that was one of the things she did not want to miss. And the nurses and the doctors were just great. They're like, yep, we're gonna make that happen.
To me, Erin's a hero because she showed me what it looks like to fight for your life. I mean, she's been through hell and back, and that girl has just gone full force into all of it. Like, it was never, oh my God, my life sucks. It was always, this is what it is, and this is how I'm gonna deal with it, and I'm gonna get to this point eventually. And in the midst of everything being so chaotic and so depressing, and she could have let that consume her, she still was just a bubbly, happy person, and brought out the best in everyone around her.
I don't really think of it when I look back. I kind of think more about like what's going on now and everything. I don't really classify myself as a hero.
What a model she was for us.
Absolutely.
And the people in the hospital thought that she was just incredible with that. So there's no pity party with her.
No, never was there a
Not with
pity
the
party.
I'm good. I've kind of gone back to like a normal lifestyle, I guess you could call it. I mean, I still have all the medicines, but I'm finally able to be back in school. I'm able to be a senior, because junior year I was gone, and most of sophomore year I was gone. So it's nice being back and being able to be with my friends all the time and live normal.